Hey, Will, good morning. Thanks for taking a little bit of time. Have you seen the ring yet? Have you seen the hardware from the World Series?
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, I've seen a few pictures of it. I'm excited for opening weekend to get it.
You don't strike me as the kind of guy that's going to wear the ring when you go to the gas station or go to the deli. Do you have plans for it yet?
No. I mean, the 2021 just kind of sits in the safe. When people come over, I like to show it. So I'm sure this one will be right next to that one.
Hey, Will, a baseball question here for you. We talk a lot about the Dodgers pitching and how much depth you guys have, but you got to catch all these guys. How do you learn and get ready with all the repertoire of different guys you have to see throughout the year?
Yeah, it's a challenge. It's having conversations with those guys, when we first show up to camp. Obviously, some guys are returning, some new faces, a lot of new faces. So yeah, just getting to know them, getting to know, how they tick, what they like, what they don't like, their targets, what plays. It's just a lot of conversations with the pitching coaches and, with that specific pitcher. But we do a pretty good job here, and I enjoy the challenge every year.
So I got two questions off of that. One is, who's the hardest to catch? And then also, I'm curious about the language barriers. Like, you have guys that speak Spanish, you have guys that speak Japanese, you have guys like me that barely speak English. I mean, you got it all going.
Yeah, there's a lot. Luckily we have interpreters. But the baseball world has the baseball language, so that stuff's easy to communicate. And use the interpreters for bigger stuff and all that. But the hardest guys to catch for me, it's probably like Glasnow and Dustin May. Just nasty stuff, throwing hard. Those two guys probably.
Hey, Will, kind of related to Harold's question, is the PitchCom device programmed differently for Ohtani or for Roki? Like, is there a kind of a Japanese-English hybrid language in there, or is it the same PitchCom voice?
I'm pretty sure it's the same voice. I've never actually listened to theirs, but all last year, Yoshi never crossed me up, so I'm assuming whatever we got's working. So, knock on wood, we don't get crossed up this year.
Have you got a chance to see the youngster, Sasaki, yet? Have you got a chance to catch him? Not just watch him throw, but to catch him.
Yeah, caught some bullpens, caught a few live BPs he's thrown. He looks good. Still trying to get his feet wet, get comfortable here. But, I mean, you can tell he's going to have a really long, successful big league career for sure.
Is he more like Ohtani or Yamamoto in style?
Style? I don't know. I mean, Yoshi just locates the ball so well, just pitches so well. Obviously, great stuff. I've just caught a few bullpens. He's been only throwing heaters, but faced him in the box. Style-wise, I don't know. It's similarities probably between the two, but all three are pretty good pitchers.
Hey, Will, I love asking catchers this kind of question. The balance for you between a prepared scouting report and how you're going to work each opposing hitter and what you think your starter has that day. In other words, you could go into a start thinking we're going to slider this lineup to death, but my starter doesn't have his slider today. Well, what's that balance like for you and how to navigate a guy?
Yeah, it's just being able. It's being able to figure out quickly, what they have that day, whether that's figuring out in the bullpen or the first inning or two, and then sometimes the pitch shows up in the fifth or sixth inning. So it's just kind of being aware of where they're at, right then. But yeah, the scouting report is a scouting report. You got to know it front and back, and then it's just kind of building a whole picture and what the situation's calling for, where in the game we're at. What the situation is, where in the lineup we're at. It's just kind of putting that all together to, make the best decision possible.
Will, we've talked to you now for 5 minutes. It's all about you catching guys, but you can hit, and you're a big part of protecting that lineup that keeps everything going, and really had a really huge turnaround the last couple seasons for you. What's been the growth and the biggest thing that's happened for you as a hitter? Has it just been experience, or have you made some adjustments along the way?
There's been a lot. Always making adjustments, obviously, mechanically, to your approach. You know, trying to figure out what the pitcher's doing that day. No, there's a lot to it, a lot of hard work with the hitting coaches. And it's just talking to teammates, seeing what they see in the game, you know, what their approaches are, what they're trying to do, seeing what's working. So, yeah, obviously hitting's really hard and has ups and downs, but, you know, just trying to manage those lows. You know, it's kind of where I'm at. Trying to, you know, get back to, you know, driving guys in.
The name Will Smith isn't a common name, but there's some famous people that have. Obviously, you've had to be teased about the Fresh Prince. That's one. I'll leave that to the side. But facing the other Will Smith, and when did you first know that, like, was it a big deal? We make a big deal out of you facing Will Smith. But was that a big deal to you?
I mean, not really. Not really when it comes to the name. Obviously, it was a big series in 2020 against the Braves.
Yeah, you
know, a big
homered
moment
in that
game
game
kind of
off
flipped
him.
it. So yeah, that was a big deal, but I don't think the name's playing into it too much. But yeah, I mean, all the jokes are funny and all that. I enjoy it, but yeah, no, it's just a common name, I guess.
Hey, Will, before we let you go, I want to ask you this, too, because you play in Los Angeles, very much a star-driven culture out there, a celebrity culture. And no, there's no shortage of actors and musicians that parade through Dodger Stadium. Has anybody ever thrown out a ceremonial first pitch or appeared in the clubhouse that you've been, oh, my goodness, it's that person? Has anybody ever blown you away that way?
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, a couple of years ago, Denzel Washington came in, spoke to the team for a few minutes. That was pretty cool. Yeah, we get guys, athletes coming in all the time, you know, from the Lakers or the Rams and all that. You know, singers, musicians. It's pretty neat. You know, we're fortunate to be in LA, and you know, around these people you see on TV. You know, it's pretty cool.
Last question, Will. I know you guys are going to Japan pretty soon. 14-hour flight, maybe 10 hours from LA or whatever it might be. What's your go-to on that? You watch movies? You sleep? What's your plan?
Yeah, last year, you know, went to Korea. I slept. They gave us this whole plan: sleep early, then stay up, and when we land, stay up for the rest of the day. It's tough. But yeah, just watching movies, sleeping on the plane. Hanging out with the guys. The flight there is not too bad. It's the flight back that's a little harder after the game. But you know, we did it last year. We made it through it. So you know, we'll figure it out again this year.
Hey, Will, we appreciate the visit today, man. Thanks for the time. Congrats on all your success. Good luck in 2025.
Yep. Thanks, guys.